Yeah. Where to begin? We bought a truck.
Yay!
We bought 2 trucks, actually.
Yeah. Welcome to No Ordinary Path. I'm Kristen and this is John, the travel nurse. We are the tag-alongs. We have a 37-foot travel trailer that we travel all over the country with, 3 kiddos and a dog, and we're so happy that you are here with us today.
Right off, before we even get started with this video, I feel like it's important to check and make sure that the microphone is on. So I'm gonna do that first. Okay, microphone is on. So the second most important thing to do next is tell you this. We want to have a disclaimer here because you're going to see footage in this video of us out and about and roaming around. We want you guys to know that this was filmed prior to me having any kind of contact with COVID patients. We were still isolating ourselves and doing social isolation, but we are now officially quarantining out here in the desert. Nevertheless, we are super excited today to bring you something special in the fact that we finally pulled the trigger and we bought a new truck.
Woohoo!
We actually bought 2 new trucks.
Yes, there's quite a story. Check it out.
Well, you know, we made this video about towing the half-ton safely, towing with our half-ton truck safely. And if you haven't seen it, check it out up here. For the record, I'll go on record in saying I firmly was within the legal limits, not only in capacity as far as the gross vehicle weight ratings, but also the payload, which threw everybody off. I always knew I wanted a bigger truck. There was a lot of great advice. There was a lot of teasing and other ridiculous negativity on that video. There still is. It gets added every day.
Well, timing is everything. We couldn't afford it.
Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know, we worked with what we had, and it did work. We went across, man, we put so many miles on that truck. It was great. And it was a good truck. It was a good truck.
It was a really good truck. I'm kind of sad to see it go, to be honest. It was like the little truck that could. We came back from our Tucson trip, which you guys saw last week, and then he went to work for 3 days, and then he came home, and you know, all the coronavirus stuff is happening. This
is the beginning of because this video is coming out later when it's really it's probably really
bad by now when you're watching
especially
this.
when they're watching it.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
But at the time, it was at the very beginning of all the stuff, and he goes, "I'm gonna go buy a truck today.
I'm gonna go buy a truck today.
I'm gonna buy a truck today."
We bought a 2009 F250. I really love the color, matched Wendy. I was super psyched about that. And that grill, fantastic interior. It's a King Ranch edition, so it's leather. It's got all the bells and whistles, the sunroofs, all that kind of. Quite the upgrade from the F150.
How you feeling?
Good.
First time hooking up the new truck to the trailer.
Are they on now?
Yes, they are on. Lights were not working, but we are good to go now.
So a diesel is new to me. I have not had a diesel ever in my life. So I noticed that I had this little ridge icon, which, you know, after getting home, I looked up and that means that it's in limp mode. So something was going on with the engine. And I called the dealership back up and I said, hey, something's going on with it. And initially they were like, yeah, it's because we worked on it. We just need to reset the codes, yada, yada. Don't worry about it, bring it back. They coded it. There's a problem with the fuel. Okay, we're gonna take care of this. We'll take it in to the shop, bring it in the next day, tomorrow, 10 a.m. We'll take care of it. They said it was the fuel filters for the diesel fuel. They cleaned both of them really well, said they were pretty dirty. We're like, yep, all right, should be good to go. So we were gonna take the truck up to the Grand Canyon. I mean, I have a 3/4 ton truck now, so I might as well see what it really feels like. Is it as different as all these people say it was on Facebook and on YouTube?
They told him it was fixed, but the light came back on.
And then it goes into this like further limp mode where it shut the engine down to like 1200 RPMs, knocked me back to 55 miles an hour, and I'm like, something's definitely happening. I knew that diesels did this to protect the engine, and then it started overheating.
So we promptly exited the highway. We are an hour and 30 minutes away from the dealership where we purchased the truck. We were trying to find a place in the city to stay tonight, which is next to impossible in the city of Phoenix. We're pretty upset at this point. If they can't figure out what's happening, we want our truck back. Right now, all the things that are going on in the world, what we really wanted the most was to be able to say that Windy was fixed and that we had a stronger, reliable truck so that we could go anywhere if we needed to get away from something. To be living in an RV and be having to be stationary because you can't move your rig because it's broken or your truck isn't capable is not okay.
So we just decided to take it down to the dealership and stay on their lot. So we totally did. We just lot docked.
And we
probably the craziest place we've just ever randomly
Yeah, because we don't know the area at all. It's by the airport.
Didn't know if it was legal for us to do.
Yeah, we were like, we were fully expecting a knock at 2 a.m. saying we were trespassing.
Both of us slept in our clothes.
Yeah.
For that reason.
But it was not a very good night's sleep. It was very stressful.
Get up the next morning, go in, take it up to them. The guy's like, oh yeah, the service department's open, but not the diesel service department.
I was livid, and I was flopping back and forth between anger and sobbing.
You have to kind of put it into perspective. This is our house. I need a tow vehicle that can handle the house. The other truck is probably gone for all we knew. They didn't have it on the lot any longer. It was totally gone.
They went off to auction.
Yeah.
I had a lot of trust issues. I didn't trust the dealer. I felt like, they sold us a vehicle that they said was fine and wasn't fine. And so now they wanted to upsell us to another truck that was more money.
At that point in time, we were kind of, Kristen especially, was done with that truck.
Yeah,
she was like, I don't feel confident about this truck. Mm-hmm. It's got engine problems. It had 148,000 miles, and she just didn't feel good about it. So we went back and looked at another truck, which happens to be the truck that we now have.
Maroon, whatever, doesn't look bad either. Plus, it's a 350. So I have a full 1-ton truck now for this wee little trailer that went all over with a 150, a little half-ton F-150. So I've doubled my truck. Now nobody can say anything.
It's been a trying day, but I think that we're ending on a good note. This one here, it's got some engine issues. Instead, we got this one. We're turning in the keys for the original car we purchased, and we're gonna go get some food because everyone is hungry. Still have a squat because we have to fix the hitch. We are, I don't even know, we're at La Mesa RV. We just got everything, the hitch redialed in, so we should be good. We're still trying to figure out what we're doing. I think we're still gonna go up into the mountains to test the truck out at least. We know that we're supposed to be isolating ourselves. We're going to go and we're going to go find someplace where there are no people and go hiking by ourselves as a family and breathe.
All right, are you guys ready to see her? This is a 2010 Ford F-350. That's right, full 1-ton truck. Despite the fact that the first was a 2009 250, this is a 350, towing capacities are essentially the same on these two vehicles. This one is bigger though. It sits higher, it rises higher. It's also got some custom wheels and things like that. And what I love about it is that it's the King Ranch. I have not had too many fancier type cars in my life that have all the bells and whistles. Generally, we save that for Kristen's car with the kids and stuff, but this is nice. It's got heated seats. I've never had heated seats. The sunroof, moonroof, so some lighting in here is gonna get a lot better. There we go. But I also love the room on the inside of this. I am really excited about what this means for us as a family. You know, we haven't had debt in a while, so it's gonna be interesting kind of making some car payments. Felt like at this point in time, it was better for us to go with a used vehicle that was nice and had low mileage on it for a diesel engine. When are you guys gonna upgrade to a fifth wheel? When are you gonna upgrade to Windy? You know, that kind of stuff. Windy 2.0, probably not for a very long time. Big class 3 hitch, 12,500 pounds. It's got both the pins, the 7 and the 5. This is cool. How many of you know what this is? Isn't that cool? Backup camera. It's really good for viewing the hitch as well when it's hooked up. Love the wheels. So these are some custom wheels that does have a TPS monitoring system on them as well. After everything we went through with that first truck, we really had to make sure that this one was up to the capabilities and we had to put it to the test. At 65, I'm going 55 right now, so I'm going slower.
But we're being safe.
But we're being safe. I'm not pushing it too hard, you know?
Yeah, because, yeah. But yeah, this is where we would have been.
Those guys would have been passing us.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, we've taken this road before with our F-150 and we would have had to go really slow. The first for everything.
Yeah, I hope this is the right kind of fuel and stuff. We'll see. I've never filled up at the truck lanes before. I know the pumps are way faster and stuff like that, but it's weird because they're not green handles, they're just black at this station, so yeah. I just want to make sure everything is good.
Yeah, we never had to deal with diesel before.
So far away. Baby, let's go far, so far, you and me.
We haven't lost a bunch of stuff inside our rig. Like, it's not all broken.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we have, based on how much Windy's bouncing on this road.
This road is insane. Wow, this is so neat. You can see like a canyon, like cracks in the ground, like other little canyons and slot canyons and things on the ground. Really, really cool looking.
So far away. Baby, let's go far.
We're almost to Page. We got to Flagstaff and we decided, you know what? We've never been north of Flagstaff, so we have absolutely no plans. Let's go check it out. Horseshoe Bend, we are on our way. We're in Page, Arizona at Horseshoe Bend, which is super awesome. We missed this last year. We wanted to come see it and they are open. This is a park in the sense that there is a paid parking lot and I think it's overseen by the National Park System. But today we are practicing social distancing and so is everyone else.
Right.
No one's even parked next to each other. Today was just a different day. The truck is running fantastic. Last night we overnighted in the Coconino National Forest outside of Sedona, and we met a family there last year. This morning, out of nowhere, my friend texts me or messages me and says, I'm thinking of you, I'm praying for you, and I found this song and I wanted you to hear it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm literally staying in the spot that I met you in last year. It is no coincidence that you were thinking of me right now. And I just felt like God was like, I see you. We visited Horseshoe Bend, we passed on through Page, looked at our map, and we said, oh my gosh, Utah is like 30 minutes away from here. We have to go to Utah. And since our big Utah trip is now canceled, we figured that we should at least spend one night in Utah, because that is our rule about crossing off a state, is that we have to overnight in that state with our RV in order to scratch it off our map. We are parked on the southern part of Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. We're near Kanab, I believe. This is our last huzzah. Really fortunate that we've had this time. When we get back to Phoenix, we will be staying in one location for the duration of our contract. And now it is time for my head to hit that pillow, because I've got nothing else to worry about tonight except getting some rest.
Going at 1,000 RPMs. We're just chilling.
Just chilling.
Just to chill. We are at the Glen Canyon Dam. Is that what the name of this is?
Yeah.
Well, it's
on
basically
the Colorado River.
Yeah, it's right. It's the dam at Lake Powell, right above the Colorado River. Of course, everything is kind of closed now, but it is nice because you can still walk to the edge of the things and take pictures.
We're doing our best to continue with social distancing, and we aren't stopping at public places. We're using our own bathroom, making our own food. So, getting ready to head back into the real world. Okay, we're gonna wash hands. say we are happy with our choice. So thank you for joining us. We hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't. Let us know if you're new so we can welcome you to our channel. And we will see you
out there.